Alrighty guys, so welcome back to the RaidCall EMS One Fall group stages. We've seen both teams who are kind of looking a little bit more viable, let's say, picking up at least one win each. Very Games picked up the second, so they're pretty much safe in Group A now. But let's have a little recap very quickly into the group so you can see them as they are. So obviously, Very Games, as I mentioned, sitting rather safe there at the top. 2 ticks, you're good. 2 strikes, you're out. So this is a little bit of a decisive match. One of these teams will be almost ours in this game. So highgrade lost the first one, ENCE lost their first one. Now it's their time to try and pick it back up here. Now, I'm not too sure on these. I think it's going to be ENCE eSports because they showed real class against ESC in the game they initially faced off against them. 16-10 was the scoreline. Fairly close, bearing in mind that ENCE eSports, you know, they did have that great start here. They did have that 7-round advantage that just kind of got swept aside. Excuse me while I turn the game sounds down as I waffle on. But no, I feel as though that ENCE eSports should be able to get themselves through to this position. But then again, it would mean a rematch up against ESC. But then maybe a different map, maybe a different outcome. It's very hard to predict here, but this map will be Inferno that we'll be looking at between these two. And I haven't seen high grade on this map, so I'm not sure what quite to expect from them, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah, I mean, they probably did have the hardest of the 3 opponents to go against in their first round. And, you know, 16-3 isn't the greatest score for them, but, you know, they had a game off. They've had time to recoup, figure out maybe what went wrong here. And now they're looking to take down ENCE to kind of hold on because, they went through 4 cups. This is their last chance to kind of progress into the offline finals. If they lose this game, they're out. If ENCE loses this game, they're out. You have to win to stay alive. And if you do win, you're against ESC, who in the first game were looking fantastic. And then the second one, they weren't looking terrible. I mean, we saw so many ego rounds come out of them, but still a hard team to beat. They just couldn't secure the ones with the guns, really. That was the only issue there for some reason. But yeah, hard one to call. I think it's going to be ENCE eSports personally. The way they faced up against ESC initially was very close game. They had the initial advantage. It fell by the wayside, but you know they might learn how to get around that. Hopefully, we see a little bit more resistance coming in from high grade in this game than there's against Very Game. 3 rounds, not great. I want to see a close game here. Certainly a capable side. Barsic, you know, very good player. Relk, I know these names. They're not exactly, the Very Game standard, but they're certainly a remarkable team in their own aspect. So hopefully they can really show us a good game here. And if they can challenge the likes of ENCE eSports, it's certainly a proving ground for them. And what a better moment to do it in. It's all or nothing now, pretty much. They've got to give it everything they have because it can all be over. So let's get ourselves into the game here so we can obviously take you away from our delightful faces. And you can see what's going down right now. A couple of issues here and there, I think, with someone's connection. Hopefully that's not going to hold them up too long now. Maybe we can check in with the admin, see if it's resolved, just to speed up the situation. But just to take you through the lineups anyway, so you know who you'll be watching at the very least. So, high grade. Hydrox, Barsic, Relk, Zape, and I believe the last player will be rejoining. I think it's Nikki there, actually. So that's the last player. I don't think I need to introduce you to ENCE eSports. Sunny, Zart, Natu, Alu, and Revisa. We saw Revisa being absolutely instrumental in their first game. Not enough to quite claim it, but still, incredible player. Can't ever deny Natu or Alu the way they play, but Zart and Sunny holding their own merit. Then again, they don't have Joels this time around, so maybe a little bit of a difference there, but certainly looking to see what they can do. I'm putting my money on ENCE. What about you? You know, unfortunately, I think I have to agree. I mean, I think everyone out there can kind of say that high grade are the underdogs here.
Yes.
And should be able to win this game. But, what kind of a better Cinderella story to see high grade, beat ENCE, come back out of nowhere, take down ESC, secure a spot into the offline playoffs when they worked so hard through all these cups. I believe they played in every single one to accumulate the points they really needed. And then, they qualified because NIP had to drop out or had to forfeit their match against them. So if any time to come out big, this is really the moment for them. And, I still have to say that it's going to be ENCE to take this game.
Indeed. So I do want to make sure we are on the correct server here because I think they're just going to be switching and changing a little bit, make sure it's ideal for both sides ping-wise. Obviously, big important factor, you don't want to be having any sort of disadvantages at such an important game as well, considering this is, the defining moment, whether or not they can get it to the offline finals, whether or not they can get themselves a chance here. Because obviously it does not secure their place, it just keeps them in this for another game where they'd face off against ESC. So we are going to just switch servers. And in the meantime, I want to know what you guys at home are thinking as well. do let us know via Twitter and all the social media usual routes. So obviously at They Call Me Pansy for myself, JCatBlog for the lovely man beside me, and obviously RaidCall EMS One. Make sure you tweet us your predictions towards this. I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. My money is going to be on ENCE, but you know, maybe I don't know everything. I don't know a lot, so it can all change. I think on paper it's these guys who should have this one, but I'm hoping for a close game.
You know, I think something that we can look at for everyone that's just joined us, who's joined throughout the games earlier, maybe we should look at the groups that are coming up throughout the, later in the week. We obviously do have Group B going to be coming in tomorrow. We have Group C and D coming in the week after, I believe, and we can probably pull up all the groups to show them, who all is really playing instead of, zooming through a lighthouse.
Whoa, there's nothing wrong with my free camming skills. Look at this. I want to find like a nice artsy angle. No. I'm not going to get it.
Okay, here we go.
I'm not good at that. You got...
We can go to my screen and we can just show you just who's coming up. If you are just joined us, haven't really seen the group stages coming in throughout the rest of this. But in Group B, which will be tomorrow, October 2nd, we have NIP, Team Refuse, Fnatic, Team LDLC facing off against each other. And then the next week after that, on October 8th, we have Copenhagen Wolves, Astana Dragons, Party Daddlers, and Team Solom.
That's a dangerous group for me. Party Daddlers are the kind of
they're the wild
element.
card.
They are.
They can really catch a guard. They've caught a lot of teams off guard. They had such a hard time getting through group number 4. Well, they had a hard route, let's just say that. And then, of course, Group D, the group of death, we called it Navi, Western Wolves, and Faculty, and Team Alternate. That is going to be an insane group to really watch.
Yeah, I can't wait to cast that one. That's what my eyes are going to be on. But Group C as well, if Party Daddlers do what they can do, which is just cause upsets, they're the ones that I know can really upset it. So Group C can just be as much of a group of death as D if Party Daddlers are on form. No offense, Team Solon, but they obviously did scrape through. And I believe it was against
they beat Eyes on You 2-1. But I think we can both agree is that there is no really easy route for any team coming into this. There's a lot of good teams here participating, probably the top 16 in Europe. And if you want to be in those off-1 finals, if you want to, participate against the best of the best, you got to win these 2 games. Yeah,
you certainly do. And we're going to find out how it goes down while I kind of once again spin around the map because we're waiting for the guys to get into the server.
There is 10 of 10.
I know.
And they have started, so.
I know, relax. I'm
just saying, just letting everyone know. We're going to be getting there.
Jeez. Put me under pressure. But anyway, obviously this will be a best of 1 still. High grade coming in after a rather dramatic loss to Very Games, only picking up the total amount of rounds of 3, which is not ideal. And then obviously ENCE eSports had a little bit of a better kind of start to things, picking up a good couple of rounds. Went to I think it was 7-0 streak initially on Mirage, where my brain wants to work. And now I think they can pick this game up. But I want to know if there's anyone else's thoughts, if anyone's backing high grade here, because it's quite an important match. So we'll see how it goes. The Swedes against the Finns. It's a interesting one. Normally the Swedes dominate any sort of CS title, but this is a solid Finnish side with some really strong players. It'd be nice to see a little bit of a buck in the trend and see Natu and Co doing very well for themselves. But we are just going to wait on that final member of high grade, and I'm going to ask you for a scoreline.
You're asking me for a scoreline? Ooh, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm thinking like 16-4 for ENCE.
Ouch.
16-5 maybe?
Oh, now you're like upping it. Just
all right, 16-4.
Okay, 16-4. So you're basically saying...
I hope they prove me wrong.
So you're basically saying they can pick up 1 pistol round win and then maybe another lucky round.
Not a pistol.
You don't think they'll get pistols?
I don't think they'll take pistols against ENCE.
I
hope they prove me wrong, though. I really do. Well, I mean, I don't think it matters for ENCE. I think they're just that confident. They're that good of a team, and highgrade have to surprise them if they want to be able to take, as many rounds as possible.
Well, he is fairly confident in ENCE eSports, apparently.
Wait, what about you? What's your scoreline?
What? No.
You can't just call me on that.
Yeah, I can.
You gotta give me a scoreline.
No, I think it's going to be around like 16-5, 16-6.
Okay, so just a couple more rounds for him.
Yep.
All right.
We'll see how it goes. Hopefully they prove us wrong. I'd love it to be a lot closer, but we'll see how this one goes down. High grade now have a lot of work to do. Knife round will be kicking into action, and we'll be seeing how these two face off, which side they go for. Inferno, slightly CT biased map. One of the fairly even one as well. It's not like your nukes or your dusts, really. It all comes down to that team preference. So we'll see how this one goes.
I wish I knew how to do accents. I want to be cool like Joe and Red Eye.
You just called Joe and Red like cool, which I think is the first.
They can do accents better than we can, though.
Yeah, but is that really a definition of cool?
In this sense, yes.
I don't know.
Okay, they can do that better than us. Let's just say that.
I think your kind of barometer to what is cool is a little bit off. I'm just putting it
I thought you
there.
were cool, but apparently my barometer's off. So.
See, lying will get you nowhere. Anyway.
No brownie points?
No brownie points at all. We are seeing at least a knife round going in favor of high grade so far. Might be able to catch a few more off guard. And they are, so they should, in theory, be able to get their choice of side, maybe get a good little start building. Sunny now the only man standing for ENCE will be picked up there by Barsic.
This doesn't count in the overall rounds, by the way.
It really does. No, so high grade, I'd say, will be starting on the CT side, as they have decided. First knife ever. See, they're happy with it. They're confident. They don't only win them, so good start to them. We'll see how this one goes. But yeah, our money so far on ENCE eSports, but we'll find out. Maybe there's going to be another upset here. This has certainly been not the first time we'd see an upset this whole tournament through. We've seen certainly a lot of games going to the side that we would never have picked to be the ones to pick it up. So why don't you take us into the first round here? Yeah,
and I want to start this off by saying that, on ENCE, there's not one single member that really stands out. They all really step up when they have to, and that's, I think, to me, that makes them really scary for a lot of teams to go up against. And high grade, we're only going to see in time who's going to be their own man to step up if they want to be able to pull out this victory. But as you can see, ENCE going to be on this terrace side. Nikki watching that CT spawn, making sure no terrace gets in there. And it looks like we're going to have like a kind of standard 3-2 up middle here. As Hydrox going to be holding this B site. And Reviser, oh, he actually gets a hit on Reviser. Gets down to 64 HP with a little bit of a shot. And that is a good start for them here. But with the bomb over towards B, you do have two members watching towards A. And you already have one person on high grade rotating kind of over towards this B site. He's just sitting in spawn, waiting for the call to come in. And with those flashes going over that wall, they're going to commit to the site here. Reviser going to be going in. He's looking for a kill on the Relk here, but he actually might get pinched here as Nikki gets a kill on Azart. And now Reviser is stuck all alone, but he takes a kill with them. And Hydrox gets a kill back onto him. And the rest of ENCE are over at this A site trying to catch the rotate. Bomb is coming back to A, and Natu gets a shot on a Zabe. And that is an open site for them to take. It's going to be very hard for High Grade to get back into this A site. As Alu, fantastic shot on the Hydrox, and another on the Nikki. That is two kills for him so far this round. And now Barsic, last man standing against the 3 of ENCE, gets one. But he has a lot of work ahead of him. He does have a defuse kit, though, in his hands. And when they started off so strong in this round, to just get completely overwhelmed by ENCE. And Sunny going to close that one out. So now ENCE going up 1-0 in this first round. And High Grade, they definitely put up a great fight there in that pistol round.
They did, but it has allowed that momentum to begin building for ENCE eSports, a side that can be so dangerous once they get that beside them. They let it slip a touch in the last game we saw of them, but this time maybe not going to be so lax,
forgiving.
Let's just say. Yeah, exactly. I think they'll be a little bit aware of what happened before. And look at the stack from the CT side here. Basically all members bar one going towards B. So we've got Barsic there. We do have, I believe, 2 more members going aggressive down Banana. It's Nikki to find one, but Zark quickly found Hydrox, the co-conspirator, down Banana. And now a little bit of an offset gameplay. ENCE eSports not really been able to get too much ground beside them after that initial kind of upset down Banana. They are still being fairly aggressive. Alu waiting for his moment. Zart as well. 1 minute left on the board. Alu is going towards Banana. There's Nikki just steps away. And, well, it's Nikki to pick it up. This could really turn things around. And there we go. Sunny finally deals with Nikki, who's been causing so much trouble. Bringing it back to a 3v3. They are looking towards that B site. 45 seconds remain. The rotate coming through from high grade. Barsic already there and Relk. Smoke will be going down. Sunny and Alu make their way through. Relk just going to be playing around by the coils. He's found Natu, and now here comes the rest of the side flooding towards him. Sunny's done one, he's done two. He's cracked down that bomb side so easily, but now he's left in a 1v1 against Zape, and he's already picked up 3. He's going to need to get 4 to win this round. High grade doing real damage here. He's in a good position. It's all about the trigger finger, and Zape gets it off in time. And actually, high grade turning that one around right on its head. Nikki and Barsic pushing down Banana then. My word.
What is it about Inferno and Eco rounds? I just don't understand. Like, so many teams do so well on it, and I guess it's the enclosed areas that teams have to push through, but it's such a great start for them. Now even up to 1-1, and The momentum that ENCE got off that first round just stopped in its tracks, but what can highgrade do off of this? Can they continue to win the rounds that they need to? And we're going to find out here momentarily as ENCE just working their way up alt middle. Looks like Alo going to get the first kill on a Nikki. Great shot by him. Does open it up. But Hydrox gets a kill on a Natu, but luckily Alo does pick that one up. So now we have a 4-on-3 situation here. This A site, only one man standing over there as the rest of highgrade do rotate over. And still ends up being very cautious to get into the site. And Zart picks up a kill on a Zape, who is actually going to kill one of his teammates here. And Zart just going to spray through that smoke. Not going to pick up a kill just yet, though. And with the last two standing, I think that'll be a really easy round for ENCE to just clear up. And that was a nice headshot. And Barsic, 65 HP, Famous in hand. Is he going to go for it? He's going to spray out to Revice. He gets a kill onto him, so at least it takes one down, making it semi-expensive for ENCE, but easy to be taken out in the end. And still, ENCE coming out with another round here. So rounds going very back and forth so far.
Yeah, but ENCE look so aggressive when they put it off. I think they kind of got a little bit thrown off their pace when highgrade did that push down banana initially. And it kind of just made them go, whoa, okay, we've lost pace here. We can't really go for the push we wanted. And Nikki just being such a pain just kind of held them up. And that's obviously the turnaround moment after Nikki got that P90 in hand. So we'll see how this one goes down, though. See if ENCE can keep building. They have got a bit of a split. Vast majority towards that B area. Down banana. Barsic and Nikki looking to get involved early. Revicer, however, has found Barsic. Goes in. Does find Relk as well. Excuse me, it wasn't Nikki that time. And now just Zape, Nikki, and Hydrox stand. ENCE eSports have a firm hold towards the B site. And all highgrade can do is play for that retake. 2 players through CT, 1 through mid. Natu already dealing with Hydrox. Ooh. Nikki, however, does do great work on Revicer. And now Zape and Nikki stand. Nade coming through. Zape down to 44. Sunny pushing forward. And Sunny clearing house. Nikki now down and out. Zape the last man standing. Alu coming around from CT Arch. And I don't think Zape's going to get away from this one. So it does seem as though, however, you know, highgrade did throw them off their pace. ENCE still have picked up those 3 rounds. They may not be back-to-back, but they've done it anyway, and highgrade only won.
And it looks like highgrade, are they going to buy up here? They're doing a little bit slow, but it looks like it will finally buy up. And you see Nikki kind of shock at him for a second. That's a little bit weird. But they're going to go for a 3-man stack over at this B side again. They realized, you know, ENCE is just doing a great job of taking the site over and over against us. We got to hold them somehow, but they're actually going to push up a little bit here with this 3-man. With that cover of the smoke, I don't really think anyone else realizes this is happening. And Zart keeping his eye on middle. Looks like highgrade do back away instead of committing to that push. And Zape, he's expecting this push to come in momentarily, and it's going to be hard for ENCE to break this wall that they've been able to put up here. But they only have 2 members at A. Keep that in mind. They do finally have someone rotating back over from CT spawn, however. And that's a nice grenade coming down on the Hydrox. Gets him relatively low, but Alo and Sunny picking up entrance kills into this bomb site here. But Hydrox, again, with that headshot, does get 1 down. But bomb currently in the A site, can be planted in just a second. And Hydrox gets another kill. So he picked up the AK that he just was able to take out of the hands of Natu, and he's able to pick up another kill off that. But can he pick up any more? Sparsic gonna come around, and they're trying to go for the retake here. They have ENCE relatively low on health. Sunny sitting at 24 HP. It looks like they're gonna be going here momentarily. They do have the smoke down, so they could go for like a ninja defuse here, but Zart, he's waiting in the site. He's gonna see them coming in, and he's actually gonna spray it down. Hydrox is defusing, but it doesn't matter in the end. He gets the kill onto him, and he gets another one onto Barsic, shuts them down. ENCE now going 4-1 up here in the first half of this game.
Yeah, 4-1, big lead building now. They've taken down the only time that I feel as though highgrade could have really done the damage. And now, obviously, highgrade back to just pistols on this CT side. So hard to build up that money fund if the rounds aren't going your way, especially when you're on that CT half. So, let's see what we have in store this time. 3-2 split using mid and second mid. Zart just pinning Zape to the wall straight away with that AK fire, pushing up for more. He's found the follower onto Nikki, and now only Hydrox and Relk stand, and I feel as though it's going to go the same way, but maybe there's the turning point. Hydrox finding Zart at least, but look at Natu and Sunny straight in there. Sunny finding Hydrox, and now Relk left standing 1v4. Natu on 2 HP, but still, I feel as though ENCE have this one in the bag as well. It's 5-1, daunting scoreline. Gotta have heard that shot then. Relk showing where he was. Gonna go down mid, doesn't get the connection he wanted, goes back out, dancing back and forth. Bomb is going to get its way to B. They want this plant as well. And there we have it. Sunny will clear the remains of high grade. Relk is now down, and 5-1 is the scoreline. ENCE eSports really starting to build that lead. Look at the scoreboard, though. Sunny 9-2, Alu 8-2. These guys are doing so well for themselves. But then again, Hydrox and Nikki and Barsic included aren't doing too badly, but right now the rounds are not looking good for high grade.
Yeah, and this is making me wonder if ENCE wins this game, might we see an Inferno against ESC? If ESC has a choice, might we see Barrage come out on them? And sometimes it's Vicer takes some good damage right there, down to 61 health. And high grade still 3-man stacking that B site, but in the end they back away and rotate back over to A. And ENCE have been going relatively slow. Like, they're not just trying to rush into a site, they're trying to make high grade, you know, go back and forth, trying to just pick them off one by one. And so far they've been very successful at it. And looks like push gonna come into A just a little bit here. The bomb's still down over towards T spawn right now though. And Barsic all alone here at B. This is kind of different than what we saw out of ESC, you know, where Pasha always pushed towards Banana, always trying to cause a distraction there, maybe try to get a pick or two. And right now it seems like high grade to be able to read it. And Nikki gets a nice shot on a Sunny around the corner here, gonna smoke that up, or actually flash that up. And he's gonna go for a second one on Azari. Looking for it, he gets it. That's 2 for him. And now it's a 5-on-3 situation here. And Alu is gonna be able to spot Zayt, but he actually waits for a second. Will he go for the knife? Because he talked about it earlier, but no, he goes for the shot instead. And now Nikki looking for a third, does get it. That's a hat trick, and 2 more to go now. Bomb's over at this B side, however, and they're gonna play for the retake here, but they do have the AWP. I'm not sure if there's actually a smoke down to prevent that from doing some damage. And Bomb gonna get planted in just a second. And here we go. High grade. Hydrox getting a nice shot on a Natu right there. Reviser, last man standing. Can he make the big play happen? It's a 1-on-4 situation. He's going to be sitting in the back of that site. Relatively nice on health. But he's got a lot of people to kill. He actually gives away his position right now, and that's not good for him. He gets taken out by Barsic. And high grade going to take a fantastic round off the back of Nicky's great play and the 3 kills that he got in the beginning.
Yeah, Nikki being the key player to every round high grade's got so far. That push down Banana, that 3-man pickup. Every single time, it's been the Nikki show whenever it happens, and the scoreboard reflects that 7-6. Really good play, but scoreline still in favor to ENCE, 5-2. This time, obviously, it's not going to be just the eco on board for the CT side, so might be able to build this up to a 3-5 scoreline. And that wouldn't be too bad, but bear in mind this map is CT biased, so you want to be getting at least a bit of an advantage in rounds if you are facing off on this one. We are seeing the vast majority of ENCE going down Banana. Barsic will be receiving if they do decide to push. Now, slow play coming out from ENCE eSports. Smoke is down. I think Zart might be waiting for that to dissipate, so he could get a little bit of a shot through. Barsic not hanging around too long. He's just got himself above the smoke. Spam coming through towards those coils. No connection, though. Milk has got himself right alongside him, so high grade do have the B site under control for now. Hydrox still a little bit curious, but it is go time right now for the T side, flooding and pouring their way towards the B area. Zart's found Barsic, and ENCE are just strong arming through at the moment. And I'm waiting to see if Relk can come big here. He's actually holding a bit of a push through, denying any chance they get to challenge Zayt, but focusing back towards the side now, as expected. Bomb down and ticking. High grade with 4 members left to do a real retake here. Up against 5 of ENCE eSports. Bit of a predicament. Flash comes through. Relk gets a faceful. And they're really wasting the time of the CT side. They're going to have to just plow straight in. Nicky's found one. Relk comes into the other. But Natu and Alu stand tall for ENCE eSports and deny easy access. Sunny joins in, but Alu just finds the remains of Relk. And, well, high grade not finding an easy way back in there, even with so many players standing. 6-2 is the scoreline. This is a best-of-1. And considering ENCE eSports are on the T side, this is a good start for them.
The thing is, if ENCE gets in that site on you, they hold it. Like, they will not give it back to you. The retake on it is not very strong out of high grade, but then again, I mean, ENCE is just doing a phenomenal job of locking it down. We do see a 4-man push coming out of Banana here. A little bit of a interesting grenade coming out of Alu right there, but they're trying to look for a kill here. Nikki, he was big on the last time they did this. Got a kill, though. Ends up getting taken down in the end, so now it's a 4-on-3 situation here. And we do have the person at A. I'm not sure who it is necessarily just yet. Gonna die. So that's going to be an open A site for ENCE. They don't know that just yet. Well, they're going to find out momentarily, as it looks like highgrade realized they're going, hey guys, we got to rotate over, and they might be able to pick up a gun there. Because remember, Nikki did get a kill in middle, and right now no one's protecting it over on ENCE's side. He's going to be able to get something there. I don't think he actually picked up... Did he not pick up a gun?
A bit of a grenade.
Okay. But Bong going to be going down momentarily. Remember, 62 scoreline. Like you said, it's only best of one. The loser of this is completely out. Winner will go on to play ESC in a best of one final match to determine who is the second team going to the playoffs here in Cologne in late October. And with that bomb ticking, I think highgrade just looking for some exit kills here. Oh, if only they knew how close that was. So highgrade just waiting for someone to peek back out of that apartment, but looks like they just might go towards... Actually, they're just going towards pit. They're just going to sit in pit while the bomb explodes. And they're going to come out with just only one dead here. So great job by them to take that round and not give anything away. And they still played it so cautiously, even though they saw 3 or 4, you know, come down. Oh, gets killed on Hydrox. 3 or 4 come down that banana side. They still just, all right, well, let's just take it slow and make sure we can secure this A site and then take that round.
I think Alu got a little bit caught out then, is what I'm saying. I think you guys at home. Anyway, 7-2 is that scoreline. Highgrade really struggling to get into this unless Nikki decides to win a round on his own. We're seeing ENCE eSports building up here. This is one of the stronger maps, bearing in mind, even without Joel's playing. So very, very hard for Highgrade if they're going to do it. Let's see how this round's going down. Second mid and mid being completely controlled by the T side there. Only Revice is split down towards B, just spamming through in case anyone dared step foot in his smoke. Not going to be happening though. Very slow start here. No one wanted to make their move. Still 1 minute left on the board. Only 7 damage has been dealt, and that's on towards Nikki. So not too much to worry about just yet. ENCE are kind of edging around mid, backing off now down towards B, so might be able to do it. Bearing in mind, Relic is just watching the cross there. He's not actually fully committed, so it will just be, I think, Barsic on the site indeed. Does have that Molotov there, does have the flash. He's going to be dropping that one out. It might just hold them up enough to allow Relic to do some work, but they poured through anyway. Zape is going to be in trouble. They don't know Revice for his round there. Zape just about got his gun out. He's still dealt with him. Barsic on the Sunny. Alu's the only one to do any damage right now for ENCE, and they've been in the 3v4 in favor of the CT side. Relic coming into Zart. Alu finally getting that bomb down with Natu. Now 2v4. ENCE are in trouble here. Big disadvantage, but look at Natu going around, does find Rel, doesn't expect the reply frag to come in so quickly from Zape. 1v3, he's got one. Alu will not be able to find the remains of Highgrade, and they will get the defuse in, and the scoreline's going to be 3-7.
And what's so great about that round was the use of the Molotovs. Like you saw, it was like a little bit of miscommunication on ENCE's side where 2 ran through, 3 stayed back, and they're like, guys? And because of that, it seemed like Highgrade were able to get control of the bomb site, take the round, and now we're looking at a 7-3 scoreline in favor of ENCE here. But unfortunately for Highgrade, even with that round victory, they haven't put ENCE on an eco round just yet. And it looks like gonna go for that 2-man stack here over at B this time. Not stacking 3 really early on. Barsik's the man to really hold that one down. But the rest of ENCE, they're pushed over towards A. It looks like that's the site they really want to hit, really want to lock down. And here they go, push it up towards A. Sunny gets taken out by Zape. He's gonna look for a second one, but he gets taken down by Zart, and Nikki just sprayed through that smoke. He gets one, looking for a second, but not getting it just yet. Looks like he's gonna be able to pick it up here, but no, Revicer gets the kill back onto him, and they're gonna take this A site. Hydrox might be able to make a big play here, though, as they do already have 2 members waiting, one in library, one over towards Archway, to kind of do something here. As the bomb goes down, with a Molotov coming out of Natu, looks like he's just trying to hold him off from one direction, which means the rest of ENCE can look over towards this other side, towards Boiler Room. And Natu's in a great position. Barsic pushing up right now. They do get the Molotov off, and the smokes and flashes. They're looking for the heavy retake right now, but they haven't been able to make anything happen with the Molotov. Picks up a kill on a Revicer. Natu with a great kill on the rug. Over towards Library. Now Hijack's pushing this side, gets his head blown off by Zart. And now it's a 2-on-1. Barsic, last man standing. Can he make it happen? No! Zart shuts him down. And another round going over to ENCE. 3 kills coming on to Zart that round.
Yeah, indeed. Zart doing work, getting himself towards the top of that scoreline. He's there with Sunny right now. 11-8 for him and 11-6 for Sunny. 15-5 for Ali, though. One of the classics from back in the day, really kind of building up again, which is so good to see. And 8-3. On the T side, highly, highly impressive stuff from ENCE eSports. Even though the rounds have been fairly close, it's now a bit of a struggle for highgrade as they do only have pistols beside them. Barsic can be trying to do something down Banana, just going to tease through and allow Relk a little bit of a peek down there through the car. Does get a face full of damage, and he's been taken out by Reviser, so early advantage coming in for the T side. Nothing too surprising until Barsic turns around, gets one, can't follow up onto Alu. And we are seeing it left in a 4v3. Sunny, Natu, Alu, and Zart facing off against Hydrox, Nikki, and Zape. This nade could rip to shreds Hydrox. It doesn't actually connect, but Sunny's gun will. So, ENCE keeping alive, staying alive. Not got the bomb down yet, though, but I think they will be looking towards that B site. Completely open. Not sure if they know that yet, but I'm sure they'll find out. And I think Nikki is just watching that cross, so they should be able to get easy access here. Yeah, indeed. And now Zape coming around from the back. Maybe get someone on the retake here. Maybe find Natu if he's lucky. He does get the tag. Not going to get the kill, though. Natu denies the last hurdle, leaving only Nikki, the superstar so far for highgrade, alive. And not for long. ENCE 9-3. This is getting a little bit one-sided now.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we expected, though, ENCE to be able to outplay and just beat highgrade flat out. But highgrade's been giving them a good run for their money. They've been able to take an eco round, the second round of the game. They've been able to pick up a couple of gun rounds here, and highgrade, they still have a lot of fight in them, but they just need to focus. They need to be able to take ENCE down to stop them. Because as you saw right there, they didn't even send, every member to B to really take that site. They just had a couple middle, waiting for anyone to push and anyone to rotate through. And Alu can be pushing up apartments here. Hydrox gonna get the better of him with that shotgun again. And Hydrox will be able to pick up an AK for his troubles, too.
If he wants to, that is.
That is true. I mean, he's been doing fairly well with that shotgun.
So, yeah, I got to say, like, 3 of his 8 kills have probably been with it.
I think you're right. I think maybe even 4 of them. That's a good record on that shotgun. But Barsic, only man standing at Banana at B yet again. As I'm sure they're going to rotate. Rogue's going to rotate over to A momentarily, but ENCE still hasn't really made a decision as Hydrox. He's going to see Sunny. He's going to peek around the corner. He's going to get the kill. Yes, he does. And that is 2 for Hydrox so far this round with that shotgun, not switching over to that AK. And now Nikki going to get a kill on the Reviser. Look, we might see the 4th round come in for highgrade here. But bomb over in B site in the hands of Natsu in a 1v4 situation, looking to get the bomb down, but they know exactly where he is. He can't get the bomb planted. He's taken out a 9 HP. Rest of highgrade gonna push in. They're probably gonna stop this. 25 seconds you made. The Molotov coming out, but it's not enough. Nikki gets the kill. And 2 kills for Hydrox, 2 kills for Nikki, 1 for Barsic. They take the 4th round for themselves of this first half.
Yeah, and why aren't we seeing more of that? Just completely matching the pace their events, not taking it into their own court. They didn't kind of go, okay, we want to play like this, we're going to force it, but they held them in place. They didn't allow them their pushes through the apartments, and they challenged on every front when they had to, and it was very well played by them. Highgrade showing they've got a little bit of class there, and that's what we like to see. So, they have a 3-2 split from the T side, down second mid. I'm looking, it's Nikki going walkabouts in the apartments there, so certainly not too far away, but it's ENCE still looking at Banana, or you can see Reviser there, isn't, rolling it out. Sunny and Co. just dancing around in the apartments. They found Nikki, who I'm wondering about earlier on. And now 5v4. Zart pushing through mid. Can be probably challenging Zape if he does go around that CT arch. Hydrox dug in deep by Pit. Drops out a nade. Good connection onto Sunny. And now the game pace will slow down just a touch. So, Zart looking towards CT area. Natu by apartments. They're not going towards quad. They're going to focus down CT arch right now. But we know Natu will be waiting for this one. Alu's found Zape there. So that's the AWP battle truly in the hands of ENCE, bringing it drastically into their favor. Now only Hydrox and Barsic stand, and Hydrox is going to do some real work. He's surrounded by all right. Zar not too far away, goes back around for the challenge. He's got it, nice connection, not going to get the 3rd though. Natu denies as he leaps from the apartments. The bomb goes down, and A is now firmly in the hands of ENCE eSports. So, Barsic all the way from B. He's been the B Guardian so far. 3 to find, bomb to defuse. I don't know how well this one's going to go, but I'm not sure shooting the ground's going to help out, even though there was fire on it. Bomb will be going off, and he's going to run away, save that gun as best he can. And Natu, Revicer, and Alu will stand with another round on the board, 10-4. And the danger is we're getting to that territory where one pistol round could define the next half of this game.
Yeah, and that's going to be, I mean, if you're an ENCE fan, very good for them. But if you're a highgrade fan, a little bit unfortunate. And 10-4 first half, I mean, just terrace side on a CT side of map like this, even though it's just so minor, is a great way to start off this game, which means so much to both these teams. You know, they all worked, well, ENCE played only one cup, but highgrade played in pretty much every single one to get here today. And they want to keep their hopes alive, but they still have a lot of rounds to make up here. And maybe they can't over on this terrace side, but they really need to lock this one down. At least take it to 10-5 here, going into the second half. And it's still playing slow as ever, still playing very cautious. And just like we're saying, with what's on the line for them, why not? You know, no reason to just rush in and try to take sites and give the other teams some free rounds. But with this 2-3 split, Bar6 still guarding that B site. And the man to watch right here, Nicky, he's been making some great plays so far. When he's over at the A site this time, Bar6, he's going to get vision of someone here in a second. Sees Revicer, gets a little bit of damage onto him, but doesn't get the kill that he wants. It looks like Hydrox actually did push up apartment here, but didn't get the kill on Nicky, so that opens up this A site potentially, and he gets a second onto Zape here. He's one man standing. Hydrox gets the better of Zart right there with that shotgun, but he switches to an AK, gets another one onto Sunny, and now it's a 3-on-3 situation. Alu is going to actually get the shot onto Relk. That is 3 for him. He actually got dinked down to 12 HP, but he's looking to get inside this A site. However, the bomb on Revicer, it's rotating back over to this B side, and it looks like Bar6 already knows this is coming. He's rotating back to B as well. He's looking to stop this push into the site. But he's got a lot to worry about. Alu is in CT spawn behind him. And he knows Natu's there. He hears him running. He's going to look for the kill here, but they spot Bar, so they take him down. And with that, it's looking like ENCE are going to close this out with an 11-4 scoreline. But Hydrox already has 2 kills of the round. Maybe he can make it another 3 here. And he's going to be working his way here. Going through construction, but they're just backing away. They're just realizing, hey, he's the last guy. Let's just drag this one out. And here he goes. Looking for one. Does get it. That takes it to 3 for this round, but he's sitting on 3 HP at the same time. Alu has no health. Revicer is sitting at 89 HP. Gonna peek around the corner, get the kill. And that is 11-4 scoreline going into the second half, Pansy.
Yeah, and the worst part of that is we're almost to the point where one pistol round will define the scoreline. And ENCE eSports now on the favorable side. If highgrade do not get this half, it's going to be really, really troublesome. Let's check in with the scoreline as well, with the individual scores, that is. So Alu 20-6. I think that last round pretty much helped him out there. But throughout, been stunning in this game. Really good AWP play. Sunny 14-9. Zart 12-11. And then Natu and Revicer towards the bottom, but still playing very well for themselves. Staying positive aside from, obviously, Revicer. Hydrox being the standout player with Nicky, I'd say, obviously at the top there, 14-12 and 12-13. Bar6 didn't get much Jackson, but it was hard for him when it did come down to it. Obviously, the T side were really locking down the B side there. So, yeah, and Alu, thank you very much. Counter-Strike, it's telling me you got 60% of the opposition dead that time. So, yeah, we are just going to wait on them to switch halves. I believe they are just going for a quick toilet break. Indeed. Look at you with your maths. I know maths. But yeah, we are waiting for that switch here. So, yeah, we're not far away from our predictions. You're still kind of within your realms, but do you think they're going to get just on 4? Do you think maybe 2 more rounds, maybe 1 more?
You know, highgrade really did impress me, though, with the second round where they came back in that eco.
Yeah,
but
no,
I think if ENCE gets the first round, I think that's it. I think it will be a 16 or 16-4 scoreline. But, you know, highgrade, they have to have a strong T side. And like we said before, you know, earlier in the day or earlier in the night, that some teams favor different sides on different maps. You know, playing party dabblers, for some reason, like playing CT first on Dust 2. Maybe highgrade likes playing terrorist. Maybe they have something up their sleeves. And
all I'm saying is they have Chris J. So
that
You can kind of allow him to play how he wants. It doesn't really matter. But we are getting ready for the second half here. As you've just seen in front of you, 11-4 in favor to ENCE eSports, who look like they're going to be having the chance to re-face off against the team that knocked them down here towards the lower half of the group, let's just say, and challenge ESC. So that'll be a nice little rematch there between those two. This time around, ENCE eSports will be on the favorable CT side. T side will be high grade, and it's all going to come down to this round in my eyes. Second mid being completely populated by high grade. And look at this, the counter push down mid from ENCE eSports. This could be a real weird kind of way to play this one out, but such an important round could be really troublesome for high grade if they don't get these kills in, and pretty darn quickly. Zart in trouble, backing away, nades coming in. Zape's in a beautiful position to come around here. He could get a good couple of kills. He's got one. Gonna aim up for the second. He's taken down Alu as well. The third is on the line. He needs to get these in the bag and fast. Relk finds Sunny, and now Natu and Revisa left standing for ENCE eSports, so against 4 of high grade. Well, this is a lovely, lovely turn of events. Revisa and Natu are going to have to go pretty big here, but look at Barsik's positions. Relk has found Natu, leaving only Revisa alive. The man at the bottom of the scoreboard. Stunning shot to Barsik there. Revisa now has to find 3 more, though. He's got probably the better health out of all of them, but Zape was in the right position for that. High grade turn it on its head, and they do look like they want to at least get a bit of a game afoot here. But we saw the early switch round last time. Can ENCE eSports do what high grade did to them?
Well, they do have 4 grenades picked up for this round, so it looks like they want to make something happen, at least with those. And they obviously have a lot of rounds to kind of give away if they want to, but you don't want to give away too many, just like we saw with them versus ESC. I mean, they won 7 straight, lost 13 after that. When you see Route pick up a kill over towards the middle, picks up a second on a Natu here. So the grenades doing a little bit of work, but just not enough. Not what they needed to really turn this round in their favor. And high grade, they realize that, playing a little bit safe here. With all 5 members alive, with the bomb still down towards T-spawn. Just looking to see if anyone else off ENCE pushes up. So they get another free kill in their pockets. And now with that bomb picked up, they're going to start working towards this A site here. And Hijax picks up a kill on Alo. Looks like Route going to go for a kill on Azar here. Chase him now, gets the kill in the back. And that should be a free plant and a free round for high grade coming into 11-6 scoreline, unless Sunny can 1v5 this. And honestly, the chances of that happening are pretty slim. But maybe he wants to make this as expensive as possible. If he can pick up a kill or two here, as he tries to go for Parsley right there, but unfortunately misses that. Does get a kill in the end with the grenade, but that's not as many as he really wanted. But still, like I said before, they have a lot of rounds to kind of give up. And when it comes to their first gun round, that's the round they needed to start winning.
Yeah, indeed. It's all going to turn on that point. And if high grade can't keep up that pressure, they will let this game slip. So every single round counts here for these guys. They've got a massive deficit to fill. They've got a mountain to climb. And they have ENCE standing in their way. So bit of a 3-2 split from the CT side. Normal start here. Natu going straight into the apartments. Not waiting around at all. He's already been on the receiving end of some damage. Down to 53 HP. So high grade HP advantage. Looking like they're not investing yet. Just taking their time. Got a 3-man stack now towards the B site, so ENCE actually all going over there now. Relk has found Revisa, Nikki onto Natu. High grade getting this one going like they wanted to, but will they expect the third player? Well, it doesn't matter if they did or not. Barsik's found him, and now Sunny left in a 1v5, and well, it didn't happen before. I don't think we're going to have it now. And high grade keeping him at arm's length. Barsik lays in wait once again, or at least discovered someone laying in wait last time. And bomb going off right now. There we go. Relk does find him eventually. And the scoreline getting a little bit closer. High grade 7-11, but here's the important round. Here's the big one, and you get to cast it, you jammy bugger. 11-7. ENCE eSports now have the guns beside them.
Jammy bugger? What?
What?
That must be like a very English phrase. I've never heard that in my life. And I work with 5 British people in my office. So anyways, like you said...
They're from weird parts of the UK.
You're from the normal part?
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyways, we have 5 members of high grade actually rushing into alt middle here. It looks like they want to make a very fast hit on this A side, and they might be able to catch ENCE off guard here. ESC tried it against Very Games just previously, and it worked a couple of times for them. And here they go, 3 coming out of apartments, 2 working towards middle, 1 coming out of boiler. They do get the first kill over towards this apartment side, but not to respond with a kill himself. And so far, it's a 3-on-3 situation with 2 kills coming in for both teams. Bomb, it's going to be sitting in a pit here as the auto director seems to like Zart for some reason. But Nikki, he was the big playmaker for them in this first half. Can he keep it up? Is Alu gonna get taken down by Relk? And we're looking at highgrade picking up potentially the first gun round of the second half for them. Bomb gonna be dropped down by Hydrox. As Revisor and Zart gonna be working in from library. Well, 3 people to kill with them exactly where they want to be. It's gonna be very hard for this, but Revisor does get the first kill on a Relk. Looks like they're gonna pick up a second on a Hydrox here. So now it just turned from a 2-on-3 to a 2-on-1. Nicky's got to make a big play here. He's actually gonna be peeking through the smoke. He's gonna get the diffuser, but it doesn't matter. Revisor gets the kill, and ENCE, from the brinks of, I want to say, death of this round, come back and take it to 12-7.
Yeah, congratulations, Revisor. You retake Monster, somehow being able to do 3 kills then. Lovely, lovely stuff. But ENCE now got that building potential. And you can see that they're going straight for this high grade, though. Back on the purchases, not messing around at all. They want every single round. They are going for this one. Not sure when
Is that a Zeus?
Yeah, not sure why he thought that was the ideal weapon, but he did. You know. I'm not judging. We're seeing an all-in B push here. That nade, my word, the double nades have just absolutely decimated them. Zart and Revisor have just put the real stoppers on any sort of chance highgrade had in this round, and it's almost over for them. And Revisor puts them out of their misery and takes that scoreline to 13-7. ENCE eSports now looking dangerous.
That was a very quick round.
Yeah.
Jeez, those 2 grenades coming in, that was an amazing job of them, and they just ran into that. Unfortunately, highgrade, there's another round here, but 13-7, they still have the possibility of coming back, and they did buy up again. So it looks like they definitely want to make this happen. And I'm not going to go for a rush this time, just like they did previously.
Alu 21-10 at the moment as well.
It's not a bad score at all.
No.
Barsic and Nicky already taken very low, just from grenades, I think, in this round. Natu still going to be rotating over towards middle. Watch that boiler room a little bit. So Alu going to peek down middle. With that smoke, they're not going to notice anyone, but then Nicky's going to hit with that grenade. Gets taken out by Alu. Fantastic throw by him. And now it's a 5-on-4 situation. Bomb is over towards middle right now. Barsic trying to spam away through those smoke grenades. If anyone knows that B-side, it's probably him, because he was at it pretty much the entire time in the first half. But unfortunately, not going to get too much damage down just yet. Seems like he's just trying to be a distraction here as the 3 remaining members. Oh my gosh, he gets Revisor through the smoke right there onto Spoils.
Wow.
Just like I was saying, if anyone knows that B-side, it's going to be him, and he gets that great kill. But will that affect their decision? Looks like they're still going to commit to this A-side here, unless Barsic, I guess, can pick up another kill. And he's looking for it onto Zart here. If the flash come in, I don't think Zart thinks he's this pushed up right now. He might be able to pick this one up for free, and he's going to peek around the corner, but Zart! Oh my gosh, with that shotgun takes Barsic down, but here comes the A push out of highgrade. Hydrox gets a kill on a Natu, and they get a kill on a Sunny as well, so they're going to have this A site locked down. They're going to get the bomb down with 3 members remaining. It's all to Alu and Zart. They did a 2v3 or a 2v3 retake a little bit earlier on with Revisor, but can they do it again here? They spamming away through that smoke. Nothing for killing. Zart does get the kill, so now it's a 3-on-1 situation. Alu, last man standing. Looks like he's just going to save the gun here. Or, no, he's actually going to go for the take here. As he's going to be peeking around the corner. Zay looking for the kill here. Gets him down to 57 HP, and he's actually going to chase him down here. Gets a nice dink with the Glock. Picks up the kill. And now it's 8-13 for highgrade. We were both wrong in terms of like how this game would go, and honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I cannot say a bad word about high grade in that round then. Drawing the attention of B with, I think it was Barsic taking down one of the players just like instantly, like head off his shoulders. Indeed. Stunning stuff. So that was that kind of entry possible. And then obviously the doubt into the minds of ENCE eSports, so they just executed perfectly on A, locked it down, really nicely played. So let's have a look, see what they're up to this time around. 3-2 split, Nicky and Relk looking towards Banana, just going to fend off anyone who dares pushes. And the rest of the side down second mid. You can see Zart still playing it cool by B. No one really wanted to be the ones to make a mistake here, because highgrade can build off this round now. You can see that already Zart's down onto the Famous, as is Natu. Flashes are coming over towards A, but I'm not sure if they're going to commit here yet. Still 1 minute left on that board. Round just being worked down. Barsic still being that kind of pest at that B site. He's going to be working every angle he can, every single thing he can draw out of them, a smoke, a flash, every every inch of it, but look at this. Natu laying in wait, highgrade steps away. Nikki has been spotted, Relk as well, but Alu's the first to get the kill onto Relk. Where's the follow-up? It's not from Natu, Zape's taking him down. Alu though, oh my word, stunning stuff. 3 kills back to back. Barsic, however, has opened up B, quickly tries to get around CT spawn. Revisa laid in wait, denied entrance, and now just Hydrox stands in a 1v3. Highgrade have been shut down right now. Alu, oh, congratulations to him in this one. Looks to make it 4, and he has. Brilliant round from that man right there. Just obliterating anyone who dared go into that crosshair.
What's so weird is that Highgrade, they have these moments of brilliance. Like, they have these moments where they look like a ridiculous team, but for some reason, then they have rounds like that where they just get mowed down by one person. It's kind of hit or miss sometimes with them, but still taking it to 8 rounds themselves, 8-14 here. And ENCE are looking to close this one out, as it looks like we have an eco round. Well, kind of a half buy coming in for Highgrade, as we even see dualies on Zape. Why not?
They don't have much else money.
That's true. Maybe he's going to actually pick up a couple of kills here. That'd be a great start for them. Working up over towards A into middle, and not to get the spot on a Barsic, and he takes him out. Barsic wasn't even looking in that direction. And that is the first kill of the round going over to him. Barsic, he's been working over towards that B site so consistently, but now here's the casualty of the first moments of the round here. And they're still working towards this A site. Nikki gonna get into this window. So they're gonna work towards apartments here. They've been able to just mow through apartments, but to be able to hold the site after that's been a little bit of a trouble for them. And they still have 3 members of ENCE there waiting for them. It's gonna be really tough. Hydrox gonna look for a peek. Oh, he gets taken relatively low down to 67 HP, but if he would have gotten that kill, that would have been perfect. That would have opened up the site for him, and they're not giving up. They're gonna be pushing out here. Alu gets taken pretty low, but picks up a kill for himself. Natu trying to look for a kill for himself. He does get one, and then Sunny follows up with one as well. So now it's a 4-on-1 situation. Last man standing gets taken down. And now, Pansy, we're at match point.
We are indeed, and I've got to say it, Alu and Natu just creating that crossfire on mid in the apartments.
Yeah.
There was no getting away from that, and as you said, we are on match points. ENCE eSports 1 round away from facing off against the guys who brought them down to this situation. And, well, Highgrade do not have money. They've gone for everything they possibly can. Couple of deagles, as many flashes as possible, maybe an AK here and there, but it's not looking good. And at the moment, by all rights, this is ENCE eSports game. Revisa kicking things off, takes down Nikki with the nade. And now we are seeing the T side putting all their eggs in one basket, and that basket is coming out boiler into the eyes of Alu and Natu, the two who ripped them to shreds just moments ago. And Alu doing just the same thing, kicking things off here, looking for the second follow-up. He spotted Zape, does get a little bit of a shot through, no connections though. Being careful, can't take it too lightly. Oh my word, and Zape showing him exactly as to why. Hydrox coming in with the deagle there. Zape, Hydrox and Relk now standing. They could be able to get some guns, but will they expect Sunny to be in the position he's in? If they do try and go towards A, he's just still locking it down. I think they're a little bit indecisive at the moment. Hydrox going in the apartments, Zape down towards mid, and Relk just watching the back. Nothing going to be coming in that easy today, Zape. No easy way through here. Sunny just steps away this time. They're making sure that the CT side know where they are, though. So Revisa and Sunny standing in position of Natu and Alu. Bomb still loose. They're going to have to make their move and make it pretty quickly. Sunny is still laying in wait. First player coming through. He's got one. Going to go for the second. He's found Relk as well. And Revisa will claim the last. And that will be ENCE eSports looking so good there. I've got to give it to them. They looked so strong then as a collective. They had a couple of rounds that were a bit shaky, don't get me wrong, but they look like they could be challenging ESC on that map there.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about earlier about ENCE was one thing that worried us is the fact of their collaboration or their synergy within the team. But we saw, right, you know, you mentioned a little bit earlier, in middle, Alu working that middle, just the crossfire they were able to put down. It really looked like a different team. But like you said, they had a couple of shaky rounds. I mean, Highgrade didn't play bad at all. I mean, taking it 8-16, they proved us both wrong, but unfortunately just wasn't enough. And unfortunately for them, they're now out of the group stages and are probably looking into the next season to kind of get back in this.
Yeah, indeed. So sad to see them go, but still, I think we've seen that ENCE eSports certainly deserved that one. They looked very good there. Maybe they can find a way through to take down and take out ESC. It's heartbreaking to see these teams going to this point because ESC and ENCE eSports both deserving within their own rights. So it's quite a hard one to get my head around that one of these teams will not be going through now. but it's what it comes down to. So guys, let's see if we can actually have a little update of the heat map and all that jazz and get the stats on the board so you guys can see exactly what happened. There's been some fairly interesting bits going through this as well. So let's have a little look. So on this one, headshot ratio, Revicer 62%. That's impressive from him. Hydroxo sitting at 61 and 76 to Barsic. You said he was doing so well, and he has been. That is some really key stuff coming in from that man right there. Sadly enough, not really being able to do the damage that he'd have wanted, but still did very well for himself overall, aim-wise. You can see the action just being spread through there on the first half. Just the main focus coming in towards the B site from the T side of ENCE eSports, and then a little bit more focused from highgrade when they came into it on the second half on the A side. So overall, looking like the headshots may have been with highgrade, but it didn't really matter in the end because the kills basically annihilated them. So yeah, it's an interesting spread overall there.
Yeah, I mean, you see where both teams are really focusing the pushes, and gotta give it to ENCE. They did a great job T-side. I mean, able to pull that many rounds, and I believe it was 10 they pulled down the first half. Wait, 11. Okay. Well, I mean, it's right there on the screen, and I'm not even getting it right. But 11-4 is still, it's a lot of rounds for them. But now they're going up against ESC. We should probably talk about that. They played against them earlier on Inferno.
It's not good. It's not good. No. I'm worried. I'm worried because ENCE are good, but ESC looked extremely good.
I think it depends on what you said earlier. What map are we going to be on for that one?
Very true.
Because remember, they had a 7-round streak. Then they lost 13 straight.
All right, so the map is going to be the big factor here, I think. I'm there with you on that one. No, I completely agree, actually. It just kind of went back into my head that if they catch maybe ESC on a bad map, it could be game over, pretty much. Very games are strong on Mirage, bear in mind. So, you know, you're not going to see much from ESC on that. But still, it's so hard to predict this one. I really don't know what to make of this.
It's going to be a good one, though. We could probably guarantee that.
Because now ENCE know what they're up against. They already played on one state. Right. They know who's on fire, who's playing a little bit calmer. Maybe they can focus that one out. Ooh, this is going to be a tough call. Like, I don't even want to predict this one yet. So, guys, I'm going to go to a quick break and think about things and try and get my head around the games that's just coming up. It will be ESC Esports or ESC Gaming up against ENCE Esports because, well, they faced off initially. It was one of the first games we watched today. And that time around, ESC obviously picked it up, went on to face Very Games. Couldn't quite do it there, but it's time for a repeat and time to find out who's going to secure their position in Group A alongside Very Games. So, guys, do not go too far away because there's an incredible game just moments away.